What's going on, guys? It's another Friday. So, like I promised, the double pack for the Star Wars Black Series. We got Cobb Vanth and we got Bane. It's a pretty good series. So far, I'm liking the Black Series a lot. It's basically the vintage ones, just made a little bit bigger to add more detail. But I get it. There's still, I guess, vintage. Well, they're still making what they're calling vintage Star Wars figures, which is the newer models that looks like the old Star Wars figures. They have a lot of great characters. I'm hoping to make more. More characters from Mandalorian, more characters from Ahsoka, more characters from the books. Book of Boba Fett, the cartoons. There is a lot of places to pull characters and pull ideas from. But let's get into this. So it is 4 and Up by Hasbro. They actually put the weapons on top. So there is a quick little bio storyline. And they did pack these characters in pretty tight. So this is Bane stuff. Got the fire. one pistol. Oh, they gave us this hat. That's pretty awesome. And one handgun. Oh no, that's Cat Bane's hat. So it's not too bad, although the gun keeps falling off. So definitely the coat gets in the way of a lot. So that's definitely my biggest complaint, is the coat. But the figures themselves are pretty damn awesome. Very detailed. You can see the gas tubings. Standing side by side, it does look like he's just a bit taller. Might be just me. I think the one with the fit armor is a little bit better. But if we have a Boba Fett, we can't really have Cobb Vanth with the Boba Fett armor. There are 3 different versions of Cad Bane. I don't honestly think this is the best version, but it's the best version of the 2-pack. So those wondering about my last video, I did buy a new Godar. The thing actually popped out, but when I put the wings in, it broke. So yeah, Super 7 Godar, I think the wings in his back are very, very cheaply made. However, I did super glue his wings, so it looks the same. I was lucky enough to find a Godar on clearance for $20. It is what it is. I wanted to see if it was just mine's or the one before. It's the same hole this side, which is the left, or when you turn them around, the right hole. I don't know what it is, but it keeps breaking. But I'm not really going to move him too much, so I'm okay with super gluing the wings. For you guys, it's up to you. But as you can see, it actually does work. He looks his menacing self. I just can't move this wing, which sucks, but I like him like that. So honestly, not bad. I haven't had any problems yet with the Star Wars series. I do have 2 more openings, one of which is going to Bo-Katan. The other is for something special. I've been thinking about who to put there. The idea of having one of Jabba's old pig characters, but I've decided to see if they come out with the girl. If not, there's another character I would love to get. If you've seen Mandalorian, the rebel pilot, Appa, that's not his name, but I think most of you have seen him in Kim's Convenience Store in Canada, starting the Bounty Hunter series, I will need probably one more Bounty Hunter, which I'm thinking will be Greedo. Then the other series, and then the front is still wide open. I don't know who to get. If they do bring out the girl, I still want Appa's. So I'm probably going to get him and fill this out with, I don't know, maybe stormtroopers and rebel troopers. I like the way he looks though. Cad Bane looks insane to start off the Bounty Hunters. Next week, he's not going to be there. I'm probably going to do the 2 robots. Then the 2 other robots will be in the middle somewhere. So Cat Vane's going to be moving there. Here we go. Q9, 0, and 1 jack. Then the other 2 is IG-88 and IG-11. Which should be taking up the spots in front of Finnick and Mandalorian, which would be Cat Vane and Aura Singh. And finishing up with Dengar and Bossk. So definitely have literally second row kind of finish. Just need to order the Greedo. Let's face it, Greedo was kind of a bounty hunter. But I do want the last row as a homage to Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian. Second row will be Bounty Hunters. Third row will be Scoundrels. It's going to be crazy. Like I said, I'm still kind of figuring out what the fourth row is going to be. So we're going to finish what we can of the first, second, and third rows. Then we're going to move on to the Cobra officers. Then come back and do the Sith. Should be pretty interesting. Then after the Sith, G.I. Joe. So get ready. We still got a lot of stuff to unbox, like I said. This is looking insane though. Starting to look insane for a Star Wars collection. I should move you already. Like I said, I'm trying not to collect the main characters like Luke, Han, Chewie. But we, like I said, we still have the fourth row up front. So nothing is for 100% sure. This row is going to be something special. We're going to be moving all of this off shelf in a couple weeks for the first thing that's going to be unboxed soon as I'm finished with the Power Rangers unboxing. That's going to be there. Then we're going to do Turtles. And then one Soul of Chogokin. Because I sort of need it to be unboxed. Space Battleship Yamato. And it's going to be right here. Next to my Veritech. On the comic stand. So with this being said, I also have one more Godzilla coming in for Super 7. Godzilla Mothra comes out January. Got some Thundercats coming in. Pre-ordered Vulture-Man. Pre-ordered Hardware and Melodia for March. April, May, G.I. Joe. Little by little, everything's getting unboxed. And it's looking pretty serious. There's Mumbo Jumbo unboxed because he came unboxed. Another thing I want to try and unbox soon. The All Striker and the Vamp. Get those two done. So there is a lot of drama going on with G.I. Joe Classifieds as far as streamers go. Truthfully, think certain people need drama. We're all adults though, collecting kid stuff. We're all really have no idea what's coming. And the whole idea of somebody saying they have inside information, take it with a grain of salt. For any of the collections. The only thing we know for certain is certain things, certain IPs have left. Like Super 7 doesn't have the Power Rangers IP anymore, which kind of sucks. But they still have the Turtles, they still have Godzilla, they still have Thundercats and Silverhawks. And come with this March, it should be finishing up my Super 7 Silverhawks collection. Little by little, I'm finishing up the Thundercats. With Turtles, we now know Playmates has lost the right for the IP for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sucks for them. NECA is still doing theirs. So is Super 7. Before Super 7 loses the right for Turtles, there are 4 characters I would love to get. Okay, so 5. Toka, Reza, Dirtbag, Groundchuck, and Armageddon. Armageddon, the shark. Godzilla, we have Mothra and Batra coming out in a month. At the end of the year, we have 2 more Godzillas and Kiru coming out. Definitely picking up Kiru. Who else I would love to get would be Rodan, King Ghidorah, regular or cyborg, doesn't matter. Gigon, definitely a must. And I got something yesterday, or a couple days ago, that sucks. Just dry coughing. For the good guys, like I said, we have Godzilla getting Mothra. 2 that I really need is Jet Jaguar and King Caesar. After that, it's pretty much finished. It's just anything extra. Thundercats. So I think I can fit 4 across, possibly 5, and 3 forward. Already have Mumra. Thinking Slive and Rotaro. I need to pick up Rotaro. And then the second row coming forward would be Monkey and Jackalman and Vulture. Or Vulture Man. Marilino Groom, the Destroyer. Fourth row is Mongor, Hammerhand. I do want Safari Joe. So I think that leaves just one spot open. So we'll see how that goes. Which means all I need is Rotaro and Safari Joe for Thundercats. And then wait for somebody else that I really want. So most of the Super 7 stuff, surprisingly, is almost finished, which is insane. G.I. Joe will never be finished. There is 2 characters I still need to get. 2 characters I didn't want to get, but at the end of, 3 characters. At the end of the day, I kind of had room. It'll be great. And that's Mainframe, Dialtone, and Footloose. Still not interested in Heavy Duty. There's going to be a lot of G.I. Joes that I'm not interested. And you know, there has been a lot of talk about things coming out for classifieds. Like what Hasbro has announced already is insane. Definitely need Deep Six, need the Hydro Viper. Need Zanya for the Dreadnoks. Little by little, little by little, it's getting done. So as far as the leaks go, or the supposedly leaked list, I'll say this. There are things that interest me. Definitely not Dino Hunters. So unless it's General Savage, definitely not picking that up. But I honestly don't believe it's a Velociraptor. Honestly, I don't believe it's Baroness with Ravage. It would not surprise me if it is Death Adder. It would not surprise me if Zanya actually came with the Swamp Skimmer, the Chameleon. A lot of people are looking at Heart Wrencher and saying it's the Dreadnought motorcycle. Personally, I don't see it. What I do see is a tri-bike, but I see it as ferret size. Just a two-seater, three-wheeled vehicle. Someone said there's going to be a desert pack. I don't think I'm interested in it. Would love Dusty and Sandstorm. And quite honestly, we are thinking that Little Leash is for Cobra. It could be for Sandstorm. Jesus. As far as this year's HasLab, we know it's a Cobra. That's all we know. I do see a lot of, or several vehicles coming out this year. G.I. Joe's Polar Bear. I do see, at the end of the year, Zanzibar and the Skiff. I do intend to pick up the Saw Viper, Snow Saw Viper, and the Drift Viper. The Arctic His Team. Hopefully it's something. So I would love to see 2 Cobra Troops. Well, the regular His Team was Cobra Trooper, Cobra Officer, and the Range Viper. I would think an Arctic team would be a Cobra Trooper, Cobra Techno Viper, possibly the Snow Serpent version 2. But, like I said, HasLab, I'm going out on a limb. Because I can't see it as a stun. It'd be pretty cool to have a Cobra stun. It could be the Cobra Maggot. Keep it within the tanks. But going through the releases and the idea, it looks like they're kind of dropping people that appeared in the G.I. Joe movie. So it definitely, I could see a retro version of Chuckles coming out soon. I would hope for a retro version of Wild Bill. But as far as HasLabs go, I know they said they'd never do it. But I think this year's HasLab is the Dreadnought Thunder Machine. I mean, it literally is as big as a his tank. From front to back. Probably a little bit wider than the his tank. Oh, imagine if they added more armor to it, made it more a modern looking, imposing Thunder Machine. Imagine if they made it 4 seats, which I honestly don't think. 2 seats and 2 guys on the door would be great. However, that alone would probably be about 150, maybe 200. Here is where I think the other 100 is going to be. Lights. Imagine the Dreadnought Thunder Machine, the front headlights actually work. The console lights up. For me, imagine if the turbine lights up. This thing would be insane. Imagine if they put a turret on the top. So you can actually have maybe 5 dreadnoughts on it. Imagine if it's the first HasLab that actually has sound to it. Where not only the turbine lights up, but you hear the turbine. Of course, it's coming with Thrasher. He's already included. Here's where it gets weird. You're going to need at least 3 dreadnoughts. To make it $300. At least 2. Zarana with an interchangeable head, bathing suit from the G.I. Joe movie. Could be the bathing suit with the top. The second character I could see coming with the Dreadnought Thunder Machine, Burnout. To me, it just makes sense. Thrasher built the damn thing, but you want a mechanic. And I can't see Burnout coming alone. In fact, I see several of the new Dreadnoks coming with vehicles. That's why I see Zanya with the Chameleon, Heart Wrencher on a mini trike. I could see Storm Rider getting his bike. Burnout would be the perfect second for a Thunder Machine. Xandar will come with his gift. I do see a couple more Dreadnoks coming with bikes, because I'm pretty sure Lenny talked about having certain Dreadnoks with vehicles. I don't see the Air Assault. I could see the Ground Assault. Imagine if that came with Demolisher and Chaos. Man, I really don't have any more room for Dreadnought vehicles after the Thunder Machine. Ah. Well, anyway, guys, that's my thought. Could actually see them also putting a swamp version of the Bivouac or whatever that tent camping stuff is with the Thunder Machine, or a Dreadnought version of it. Or another playset, maybe the shooting range, because the Dreadnoughts need practice shooting, and it would make sense in a swamp. This thing is kicking my butt bad. Hopefully tomorrow, or hopefully we'll get to urgent care sometime this week. Sorry for all the coughing, guys. Just wanted this out of the way, just in case I'm not feeling any better. This week, Super 7 reveal, mailbox, with a very special something at the end. Hopefully next week we'll have a toy hunt video. We still need more mailbox videos, G.I. Joe, regular mailbox, stuff coming in. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff pre-ordered, a lot of stuff coming in. Gotta start ordering some more stuff. It's literally just in my throat and my head. I think mucus is going down, making it itchy, which is why I cough. Trying to bring it back up. Something's going around. So be safe. Take care. Hope everybody had a happy new year. Take care of the families. See you Sunday. Hopefully I'm feeling better. At least getting rid of this damn cough. Thanks for watching this far at the very least. Yeah, it's gonna... Next couple of months is gonna be pretty damn interesting. Take care, guys. Aloha.